Hey, you're looking over here to see Nate though, right?
This is Nate Shannon Livingston, but his friends call him Nate Dogg. Every morning when Nate arrives at school, he angrily sits in his car, like Cameron from Ferris Bueller's Day Off.
This is ridiculous, okay? I'll go. Shit. God damn it!
Every day, he spends about 10 minutes calling his mom, telling her he forgot something. Sometimes it's even his shoes.
He forgets like a lot of stuff, mentally and physically. He always forgets his keys and forgets like a lot of stuff. Masks. He's horrible with masks. I bought him a box of masks and I'm like, keep this in your glove compartment. You need it. Forgetful with his laptop, his cameras. Whenever he actually wants to like go take pictures or something, he's like, oh, I forgot my camera. So at this point, whenever he says something, I'm in the middle about it because I'm like, yeah, that'd be nice, but at the same time, I know he's probably gonna forget it.
The one thing he doesn't forget, though, is his Coca-Cola. He probably spends $100 on average a month on Coca-Cola alone.
Nate in the morning, he says good morning, but he's half asleep. He either has his Starbucks coffee, 7-Eleven Coca-Cola, his fish hat. And though he does come in very tense, he's always very neat. I love neat. But he's just not a morning person. I feel sorry for his first block teachers, I really do.
If Boca Raton were a wardrobe, it would be Nate's. He wakes up every morning and says to himself, ah, yes, what color golf attire shall I wear today? Despite it being the 6th time that week that he went out and wore that.
Always thinks people are checking him out, like guys, girls, everyone. And every time we walk, like we're in West Palm or something, and we're walking down the sidewalk, I think in his point of view, it's like me standing next to him, and the sidewalk is just a runway, and he's just walking, and everyone's looking at him. The amount of times he's called me or texted me like, oh my god, this kid was looking at me. I could totally tell he was into me, or like I can tell she was into me. She likes me. I'm like, Nate, I'm the one that has to humble him. I'm like, Nate, not everything is about you. Calm down. She was probably looking behind you or at one of your articles of clothing. Maybe like your shoes or something.
So would I rely on Nate for anything? For some things, yeah, but for others, definitely not. So like emotionally, absolutely never. One time we were in K and he was working on something and I really wanted to vent to him. And I had an entire like mental breakdown in front of him and he didn't really care. Yeah, he didn't do anything. I don't know if he cared to notice or maybe he did notice and he just didn't want to say anything, but he just kind of let me cry there.
What does Nate do in his spare time, you ask? He golfs. And when he's not golfing, he watches golf. And what is he doing when he's not watching golf? Ignoring Emily's phone calls.
Nate expressed a love for golf at the age of 5, learning from his grandfather. Since then, he has spent nearly every weekend playing golf with friends and working on a golf course. Not only does he spend a lot of time golfing, he spends a lot of time at the beach trying to even out that farmer's team that he's developed from hours of golfing. His biggest passion is film. You will always find a camera in his hand. Sometimes you can find Nate practicing his signature for when he becomes famous. Golf is the one thing keeping Nate from going on My 600-Pound Life. He is an absolute foodie, but he does share. One thing you can take out of this is Nate is a lovable guy. Just don't try to hug him. Just don't.